What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a good day because my day going well. I hope y'all day going well. And doing this screen doing this screen right here, I will be talking about if y'all want to what your hype about DC fandom is. You think about for me, right? If y'all hype for DC fandom like me, because think about me, I'm hyped for DC fandom because my hype for DC fandom is kind of high for this one. Because think about me, right? It's like I want to know what to do with the Green Lantern show. I want to know the Blue Beetle stuff. I want to know like casting updating news and stuff like that. In my opinion, because the thing about me, right? If I can get like updated news, if, you, if I just get updated news based on what happened to these shows and stuff like that, it would be good, in my opinion. And that would be a good thing for me if I can get like updated news based on DC, what happened for DC, what happened for Marvel. No, my Marvel, but DC fandom. Because the thing about me is like I want to know about casting news for different shows. I want to see trailers. You know what I mean? I want to see trailers and everything else like that. In my opinion, because the thing about me, if I could see trailers and stuff like that, what's happening, that would be a good thing in my opinion. If I can see that, because the thing about me and stuff like that is like I always know about if I get a good trailer, good shows, everything like that that's supposed to be coming out. That would be a good thing for me if I could see like show casting news, everything like that. In my opinion, that would be a good thing. And kind of like me, in my opinion, about the whole and other stuff I want to see is about what would DC do after these fleet of movies come out, after the movies that we know about. Because think about it, I want to know if any other director cuts, any more steel books, any more new comics, any more new heroes that could be coming out in the future. In my opinion, because think about it, if I can see that coming out in the future and stuff like that, that would be a good thing. In my opinion, that would be a good thing. And think about other opinions, it sounds like some other people just might think it's not a good thing, but in my opinion, I do think that could be a good thing in my opinion. And this with Marvel, this with DC could they could put they can make the general public have faith in them again. I think if they actually show like it's organized, in my opinion, and that is my opinion about that. I think about it in my opinion. That's just me in my opinion about the whole thing because we all know the moment that DC mess up during this conference, they can't they can't afford to mess up this conference. They can't afford to mess up because we all know if they mess up doing this conference right here, that could be that would be a real bad thing in my opinion. If they mess up this conference, because the first one, like everybody knew about um DC people knew that people just look at based on everybody being in based on the what happened in the world today is, and we all knew what was happening and who was coming, in my opinion. And that just me, in my opinion, about that part. And for the other part, I always know about is that I other know about it sound like for me, right? That I know about stuff like Marvel that DC that they should be doing. It is is like give it just get the public or fans and stuff like that fans in DC and casual fans in, I think in my opinion. And don't try to make the live screen too long, I think. Don't make it too long if they do that. Because then I mean it's like hey, they can show trailers. They can show trailers or featurettes and stuff like that. Sound like Marvel was doing with some of their latest projects. Sound like well at least for Eternals. Eternals got a featurette them and stuff. I didn't see it, but I know they got featurette. People been telling me and stuff like that. And plus the other thing I know about DC and Marvel people is like I always know that in my opinion, I always know in my opinion is that and other stuff from me is like I know is like I always know that you got to be um you got this scene prepared in my opinion. Because they for me, if you're not prepared, which I think in my opinion and most people is not, and that is a bad thing in my opinion, if you're not prepared or nothing for your own screen, which I think is a good or bad thing, but it's up to them to good or bad thing. But in my opinion, it could be a good or a bad thing. But time for me, like in news and stuff, like sound like the hype for me, right? For just for Black Adam to come out. I hype for Black Adam. I'm hyped for I hype for some Marvel stuff that's coming out. Sound like the Hawkeye show. Sound like the Hawkeye show now. What I seen and stuff like that for the trailer, it seemed like it's gonna be serious, but it seemed like a Chris seemed like happened in the winter or something like that, but I'm not sure. And that's kind of like my my interpretation of it. Be because kind of like for me, right, in my opinion, about the whole thing, like I think in my opinion, could be a good or bad thing. Um, yeah, but just in my opinion, what I think about DC could do is like when you show a trailer about the Batman, about this version of Batman, which I know coming out. This trailer coming out right here. I'll probably get to show y'all which version of Batman coming out. This version of Batman right here. If his trailer come out doing fandom, his first trailer got to be better than the next one. That just me. Because the first trailer is to be good, but this second trailer should have some better stuff, I think. And that is my problem with that, in my opinion, because like for me, right, and stuff like that, it's like something like for me, in my opinion, right, is like this version of Batman, Rock Pastor Batman. This Batman look like it gonna be a more like in some kind of detective Batman. Seem like to me, in my opinion, is it seems like it's gonna be one of them detective type of Batman, in my opinion. And that could be a good or a bad thing. But the thing about for me, which I don't like, is like like for me, right? It sound like just for me, what I don't like and stuff like that is like we don't know how people just gonna react. I think in my opinion, dealing with that because the thing about me is right. I would give this Batman a chance. In my opinion, I would give it a chance now. Because like for me, right, I'm not like one of those people that won't give a new version of Batman a chance. But the thing about for me, right, is like I still see Affleck Batman too, in a way, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion about that part. and that is me and my part of it. And kind of like for me, right, is it sounds like other people just don't like this version of Batman because it's not like how can I say this? People just hate on stuff. I think, in my opinion, and that's not me. And that just uh and kind of like for me, right? I like to give everybody a chance, in my opinion. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, right? If you can give like every franchise, that every director a chance, because like for me, right, and stuff like that, and stuff like that for me, right, is it's like I wanted to give Captain Marvel, the Captain Marvel for Marvel a chance and stuff like that, based on what's this and what's that, in my opinion. So like some people like it, some people didn't. But for me, that movie is not worth $1 billion in my opinion. It's not $1 billion movie. It's like a 500, $600 movie, but it's not $1 billion movie in my opinion. If everybody just like claim that movie to be, which is one of the dumbest. It's not dumb, but kind of like for me, it's kind of like I feel like people got a bias for Marvel stuff, which I've seen are starting to see right now, and that just me and my opinion about that. Be, and kind of like me and my opinion about the whole thing is kind of like I feel like that most people don't give certain just a chance. I think, in my opinion, and they just do it just to do it. I think, in my opinion, and that just me in my opinion. That is how I feel about that part. Be, because like for me, I feel like people just don't give it a chance. And kind of the other stuff I like is and kind of like for me, I do like other stuff, which I think, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad, but in my opinion, it's a good thing. Kind of like the good thing, I think, in my opinion. And some people think of this version of Marvel is good, and this version of Marvel could this sound like the Captain Marvel, that the Captain Marvel of the world could be good or bad, in my opinion. But the thing about for me, right, is like some people might like my list, some people might not. And if you look at Twitter, I will be sharing my horror list with people, which I think, in my opinion, could be good. It could be a bad thing with some people. But the thing about for me, right, is like everybody will have a chance to look at it, and um that is me and my opinion and stuff like that about just about certain stuff, and that's how I feel about it. Because like DC film, I think it could be a make or break for DC. I think for this one, be, because people wouldn't because people just want to see what it's up. I think, in my opinion, and people want to know when the when Superman come out with a movie. That's one of my opinions about it. Kind of like for me, it's like I want to know when uh like doing DC fandom. People want to know when DC how can I say this? People want to know if Superman or Henry Cavill just come as Superman, and for me, Henry Cavill is one of the best Supermans besides Christopher Reeves. I like D. Kane Superman. I like Joy Reese Superman ain't bad either. Because like people talk Christopher Reeve Superman because Christopher Reeve Superman is the closest thing to the comic book Superman that's kind of close to Superman, but it's really not. It's really cheesy, I think. Christopher Reeve Superman, but it's good at the same time. But that's just my opinion about that one. That's just my opinion. But everybody different. The things, but everybody's different. Everybody different on because the thing about for me, right, and stuff like that. The thing about me, in my opinion, about the sound like this, sound like for DC fandom that's supposed to be coming up. Because we all know if DC fandom fails, then shoot, that's a bad thing. And they're making a Superman movie about um a Velzar Superman too. They're supposed to make it a black Superman. They're making one Nick Kevin Ellis. They're making a Velzar Superman too. Well, it's not a bad thing, but I think, in my opinion, it's not. Think about it. It sounds like some people think it's some kind of publicity stunt. I think, in my opinion, and plus, in my opinion, it's like I was seeing articles based on the Ghostbuster thing, the Ghostbusters. People talk about 2016 Boston Ghostbusters. That was not a good movie, in my opinion, because 2016 Ghostbusters seemed like they were trying too hard. I think, in my opinion, it and like they should have made the team come together. How can I say? Like, in my opinion, so like in my opinion, some people like it, some people like it, some people won't. Like, in my opinion, some like the DC stuff that should be coming up, which I think should be coming up. So like some people might like it, some people will not. But this Black Superman movie could be in a separate universe, and that would be good in my opinion. And back to the Ghostbuster movie. The Ghostbuster movie was not a good movie because kind of like I see about it, the 2016 movie seemed like they were trying too hard to be something they're not. In my opinion, that's how I feel now. I could be different. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be right. But my other stuff, where I feel like could be, yeah, I could be wrong. But if y'all can tell me different, if y'all like the 2016 Ghostbusters movie, I didn't. Cause for me, I did not like 2016 versions of Ghostbusters. It was an average movie, but in my opinion, now, if you wanted a Ghostbuster movie, this should, man, they don't even try. I think, in my opinion, they try, but they try the wrong ways. Be, because like for me, if you look at the first Ghostbusters, the first Ghostbusters seemed like the team came together organically. This team seemed like uh this team seemed like they came together um convenience, in my opinion. The 2016 one. But the one with Bill Murray, Arnie Hudson, all along with that, it seemed like they came together just more organically, and plus the movie seemed like it was more put together. That's just me, in my opinion, about that part. But I could be wrong. I could be right. But the thing about it is up to y'all. It's just up to y'all at the end of the day. Like for me, right? It sounds like the other stuff that I want to see for DC fans, and that just me and my opinion about it is like I feel like in my opinion, if you're gonna do this and do that, which I think in my opinion that some people do, some people don't. But in my opinion, I feel like it's kind of different for other people, and kind of like for me, right, and stuff like that. And it seems like for most people, some people like it, some people won't. But in my opinion, and my stuff like that, and like um I kind of feel like in a way, if DC fandom don't be successful or somewhat successful, people will not be taking DC seriously. I think, in my opinion, but and plus for me, I am a DC fan, and I am saying this, and DC better not mess this up. DC better not mess this up, man. Because like in my opinion, man, if DC mess this up, then us as DC fans will not be able to bring in. How can I say this? Would not be able. They they will not be able to bring in nothing. In my opinion, they won't be bringing nothing. So like some people just might think I'm wrong, but that's what this DC fandom should cater to the casual people, general public, but also some to the how can I say, some to the general public, some to the general public, some to the comics, and some to the hardcore. Because this art, because this stuff right here need to be like to the other stuff. I think, in my opinion, if you want to be successful in this one this year, because like next year now, I feel like DC is not having the fandom. They're gonna be at Comic Con in 2023, in my opinion. Some people just might feel I'm wrong, but that's what I think I'm right on that one. Because like because like I feel like for most people be because like for me, in my opinion, right, I feel like for most people do not take stuff seriously, which I think they don't take stuff seriously, in my opinion, and they should, in my opinion, take stuff seriously. If they don't take stuff seriously, I think in the and just be organized. I think as a company, organized as a company, then I think DC Comics probably can go down, and Disney might buy it. That's my opinion. I don't want Disney buying DC because we all know that this Disney don't know how to use certain characters, and we know this Be- because Disney really know how to use the Hawk. They really know how to use the Hawk, man. In my opinion, they don't know how to use the Hawk, in my opinion, man. And some of these stuff, I feel like, in my opinion, because you look at the movies and stuff, it's not good. It's not good, in my opinion. which I kind of feel like, in my opinion, could be a good or bad thing. Which I kind of feel like, in my opinion, could be good or bad. But that's what, in my opinion, um, it could be a really good thing, in my opinion. And plus, the tier list I will be doing, the tier list we'll be doing is like the Mortal Kombat characters. I think I'm doing that tier list. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. No, sir, it's not that one. It's not that one I'm doing. Because, like, for me, right, how I feel like stuff would go and not go, and kind of like, for me, in my opinion, about the whole universe thing and stuff like that, it could be a good or bad thing. But it's just me. That just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. And kind of like, for me, right, and stuff, how I feel like stuff would go or not go. It sounds like people might not like me for saying it, but that's what people 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 just might not like your stuff, and that's okay. And that's okay, in my opinion. And that's okay, in my opinion. And people don't like your stuff, because that's what, for me, I already know that everybody won't like your stuff, and everybody still trying to get people stuff to do it, which I think, in my opinion, they try to get people to like you, and plus, in life, everybody won't like you. And if people don't learn that, then people will be lost, in my opinion. That just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. Because, like, for me, right, and stuff like that, and kind of like for the Green Lantern show, um, they might need to explain about the Green Lantern rings. They might need to explain what is the Green Lantern order and stuff like that, which I think that people, new people, might not know. But that's what, if you can actually explain it, which I think, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad, and that just me. That because, like, for me, right, and stuff like that, it's, um kind of like the shows that I like. The Green Lantern show better be they better have action in it. They better have a good story, because we all know action don't mean nothing without a good story. And that just my thing about it, because, like, I feel like that most people like action in this stuff, but that's what, pointless action scene, um ju- just don't make a show good. It just make that action set piece be good, but the show be bad, in my opinion. That's just me. Um, some people, some people just might feel I'm wrong. Some people just might feel I'm right. But that's what, time for me, in my opinion, is like, I feel like that it's certain that on the Green Lantern show will need to, in my opinion, if they're gonna show it, it is gonna have a good story, because, like, for me, right, if the story is not good, it's bad, because you gotta have a good structured story doing the Green Lantern series. And that just me, in my opinion, about it. Because you gotta have a good structured series, I think, in my opinion, to be good. Sound like One Division didn't have a good, the One Division story was kind of good for a while, but it was kind of, I was kind of hyped for WandaVision, but the show just at the end of the day, the show had disappointed me, and that just me in my opinion about that part. Because like the hype that people was giving it, it was giving it was not warranted in my opinion. They was giving it all types of stuff. I think in my opinion. Oh, also Philip, what's up? If you want to come in, then you could if you want to. Because like for me, right, some of the stories that I want to see coming from this, and and some of the characters I want to see get be in the movie, it's Green Arrow, because we all know that the Green Arrow is a good part of the Justice League and stuff like that. They can put him in a Star Wars movie. They can put him in any other movie. I think, in my opinion, will be good. And that just me, in my opinion, about just about that part. Because, like for me, right, in my opinion, it's like eh, because you look at it, in my opinion, if and kind of like for me, right, if y'all think that the and and kind of like for me, right, if y'all like it, y'all like it. Y'all don't. Because think about it, for fandom, I want to see a Green Arrow announcement at some point, and DC fandom will be a perfect place, I think, to announce a Green Arrow show, or or or, or just having Green Arrow how can I say this, a Green Arrow show, or have a Green Arrow appearance in a movie. I think, in my opinion, or just that have people hype to look at the at least, which I feel like, in my opinion, could be a good thing if you actually announce some extra Justice League members just make an appearance in certain movies, and that would be a good thing, which I think, in my opinion, could be good. Which I think, in my opinion, could be good or could be bad. But in my opinion, I think announcing guest characters that's part of DC could be in certain movies could be a good move, which I feel like it could be. And, and plus, in my opinion, right, if you can announce a guest character, that could be a good thing. That could be a good thing, which I feel like, in my opinion, if you announce guest characters, something like Martian Manhunter being in the movie, they can announce Green Arrow being in the movie. They can announce Batgirl being up in the next Batman movie and stuff like that. That will be a good thing. That would give um that would give the general public goodwill, which I feel like could be goodwill towards just so the fans look at them, which I feel like, in my opinion, it will be. That's just one of my pet peeves about it. Because, like, I know these DC got the characters. DC got the characters that can come towards them, man. They don't use them. Make new characters your star. Aquaman made $1 billion. That's what. If Aquaman could make $1 billion, I know Superman could. but that's what Wonder Woman could make $1 billion the third movie too if they can make it sound like a good story. A good story sound like the second movie, in my opinion. Could be it, it it could be the right thing for people to do, which I feel like in my opinion. What I feel like in my opinion, people don't be doing half of the time. So I feel like in my opinion could be good or bad, but the thing about it, that that which I kind of feel like that DC neglect their other characters, and plus the other character I want to see from DC get an update. And so like I want to see an update on with that character, Zantana, because like I know that Zantana is getting a show, but that's what I want to see in my opinion, right? Like kind of like me in my opinion, right? I want to see I I want to see updates. I want to see I want to see story ideas. I want to see who is directing it. I want to see some of the cast that probably cast in it. Probably radio getting it. Like I think in my opinion could be a thing. But like in my opinion, she could be like a a real good surprise character. So like people just need to DC, like I feel like just need to give it respect. I think, in my opinion, if they can do that, that could be a good thing. If you give your other characters just as much detail as you do Batman, which I feel like, in my opinion, they do, which I feel like, in my opinion, they do, which I think, and if they give Batman too much airtime, I think, in my opinion, they do. But they're just me, in my opinion, about that. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, um, I think that Zantana could open up the door just for Doctor Fate just to appear in the show after the Black Adam movie, because we know that that big old Doctor Fate is coming. We know he coming. Be because the thing about it, the Doctor Fate helm could be passed down because the first person could die, but that's what the Doctor Fate mantle could be passed down to anybody. And and kind of like my opinion about it, it's kind of like it could be passed down and stuff like that, which I feel like it could be. And that just my opinion about that whole thing. And kind of like for me, right, if they can pass down like a helm or stuff like that, and that could be a real good thing, which I feel like, in my opinion, it is. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, this about this Dan Tanner character, she is one of my favorite female characters in DC. And kind of like for me, right, um, how could how could I say this without being mean? And, and plus, my other opinion about the DC the DC fandom, DC fandom just need to in my opinion, the DC fandom just need to be good. It don't need to be excellent. It need to be real good. because we need like answers. We need answers what could be happening in the future and stuff like that, which I feel like could be a good or a bad thing for the future of DC. But the thing about it, some some people I feel like already I feel like is going in hating it, which I think in my opinion is a bad thing. Which I feel like in my opinion could be a real bad move for people to do. And kind of like for me and stuff like that, the one of my favorite characters that I glad get in the movie is Status Shock. And Status Shock getting this show. And, and after Zantana, we need a Barbara Gordon because we all know we need a Barbara Gordon, and we getting the Robin anyway. I know that because that's what we getting the Batman, we getting the Robin. After a Robin, we need a Barbara Gordon in the movie, which I feel like, in my opinion, could be a good or bad thing. But that's just me, in my opinion, about that part. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, about that, it, it's like I feel like DC gets too much hate and get too much criticism, and they get held to a higher standard than Marvel. I think, in my opinion, which is wrong. Because you look at it, right, it be some bad Marvel movies, and people don't even, which I feel like, in my opinion, it sounds like most people don't even pay attention to flaws in Marvel movies, which I think is dumb. Because you look at the Marvel stuff, the some of the if you look at Thanos, he wasn't early on Thanos compared to this one. Thanos, in my opinion, feels like he was much softer. I think, in my opinion, but they just, which I feel like, in my opinion, could be true or could not be true. Which I feel like, in my opinion, it sounds like some people are not like. And kind of my Marvel movies. Some of the Marvel movies be good, some of them average, and some of the Marvel movies just be bad. I think, in my opinion, sound like most Marvel movies, most Marvel movies I know, it's not that bad. It just average, but the new ones I've seen is bad. Sound like the Captain Marvel one was bad. The one the TV show went from good to average to bad, but but the only reason why that show came at the average was because of the emotional episodes, which I think, in my opinion, saved it. Which I think, in my opinion, it actually saved the movie. In my opinion, it did save the movie. The emotional stuff and Wanda. Because like the comedy stuff, I didn't mind the comedy, but in my opinion, um, when you try to when you, in my opinion, introduce Quicksilver, and WandaVision. You got me hyped. Be- Because like for me, I am thinking like the House of M. Can you look at the House of M? WandaVision, WandaVision was kind of out of control. The X-Men's got involved. Professor Xavier and stuff like that got involved. I keep on saying, okay, okay. They probably could bring in Professor Xavier or somebody, which I think, in my opinion, could be a good or a bad thing. But the thing about it, on the show cast, we keep on hyping up the show, and that got me hyped for the ending and stuff like that. Throughout the show, and throughout the weeks that I would keep on seeing that show might not even live up to the House of M hype, and that got me disappointed, which I think, in my opinion, is a bad thing. Which I think, in my opinion, could be good. And kind of like for me and my opinion about these shows and something like that coming out, I'm gonna be judging these shows by, how can I say this? I'm gonna be judging these shows by a much harder reference. I think, in my opinion, a much harder sales point. Be Because we know how to go by comics and we know how to go by the source material. If you go by the source material, then you'll be much better off. But we all know that companies don't do that. We know that companies don't go on source material, and and kind of like certain source materials cannot be do along with. I think, in my opinion, you cannot transfer it to comic to TV. I hate to say this for two people, but we can't transfer everything from comic to TV. But they could try to bring it in a different way that can abstract for that idea. I think, in my opinion, that kind of like could abstract for the idea, but and kind of like for me, which I feel like they could be done, which I feel like could be a good or a bad thing. And kind of like for me, right, and how I feel like it could be done. And kind of like for me, right, if y'all like, oh, Master Striker, what's up? What's up, Mr. Swag King? And my day is going well. Oh yeah, the my hype for fandom is real hype, and plus I gotta be live streaming it just for my channel this year because last year I woke up late, and plus shoot, I couldn't even look at the whole thing. In my opinion, I couldn't do it. I couldn't look at the whole thing on fandom because shoot, I woke up late, and that was my bad. in my opinion. That was my bad. Just waking up late on that day. And plus my sister just had to remind me of that, of fandom. If you want to come in, I got the link up if you want to come in. Because like for me, right, that the kind of like for me, right, in my opinion, um I kind of looking for smaller characters and stuff like that to be like how can I see this? I want the smaller characters could be highlighted during this fandom, besides Superman, besides Batman, besides Wonder Woman, because they like I want to see different characters just get highlighted during this fandom, in my opinion, and that just me in my opinion about that whole thing, which I feel like the whole thing could I feel like to me could be a good or a bad thing, but that's just me. And some people to me, that's how I feel like the DC fandom thing could be a good or a bad thing. But the DC fandom is good for DC overall, which I feel like it's a good thing in my opinion. It is a good thing though. Because like for me, right, in my opinion, um, I'm kind of I'm kind of scared for half of these characters, stuff like that, who's coming out. Because like Status Shock, I just hope they don't go like growing up in the hood and stuff like. I just hope that they could actually do something, which I think, in my opinion, I think they could. But my other opinion about Status Shock is like don't try to make it too much SJW. I think, in my opinion, just worry about making a good superhero story. That's just me. And you should not be trying to do this and do that, which I think, in my opinion, you should not be trying to do. But the thing about it, which I feel like that most people just don't listen anyway, dealing with Hollywood and their directors, because we all know, which I feel like, in my opinion, could be a real good stuff. Which I think, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad, but then, in my opinion, it's up to you. It is up to y'all at the end of the day. Which I feel like, in my opinion, could be a good or a bad thing. But kind of like for me, right? Kind of like for me in shows that what's coming out, it, as like for my DC fandom stuff, it's like my DC fandom hype is actually like it's cautious high. My hype is high, but it's cautious with it because we all know about because we all know if that DC hype that if this DC conference not good, we all know this. We all know if this thing not good, then DC as a brand loses credibility. I think the little credibility they did build with Aquaman and everything like that, which I think, in my opinion, that that some of it just were hate uncalled for. which I think, in my opinion, just an all call for hate. And sound like, for my opinion, Zack Snyder did make a good Justice League movie. His 4 hour Justice League movie, which I think, in my opinion, was a good one. Which I think, in my opinion, could be a real good one or a real bad one. But in my opinion, based on 3 points I be seeing, that sound like the movies, the shows, the everything I be seeing, man, it's not as hype, I think, for the Justice League. I think, for one, than Marvel, which I think, in my opinion, it's not. So, like, some people, I think, in my opinion, judge DC based on past movies. And some of the past movies is actually better than some Marvel average movies, I think, in my opinion. I I can't say some movies better than Winter Soldier, which I argue I could do it if I want to. I could argue, if I want to, could be better than Marvel average movies. If you look at some of the, which I think, in my opinion, could be a good or a bad thing, which I think, for me, right, if they can actually make, a real good, how can I say this? Which I think, in my opinion, right, if they can actually make a real good conference, I think, in my opinion, make it exciting and stuff like that. That which I think they could. It could be a good thing. But if y'all got questions about fandom and anything like that, then that could be a good thing. If y'all got questions about it, because then, if y'all got questions about fandom, what you think about fandom and stuff like that, what's coming, because, like, for me, if y'all can have a real good fandom, I think, in my opinion, could be a real good idea. Which I think, in my opinion, could be a real good idea, I think. But the thing about it is that we need DC to come back to San Diego Comic Con, I think. Just just for next year, I think by 2023, everybody probably start going back to Comic Cons and stuff like that. I think, in my opinion, or going back to cons in general, and regular, because we all know, right, that, deal with cons, that deal with Comic Cons and stuff like that. That is a real tricky subject, in my opinion. That is a real tricky subject, and that just me, in my opinion, about that. And that just and plus, my opinion about the other stuff, which I think, in my opinion, could be a good or a bad thing. So, like, the other character that I would like to see also, it sounds like people might disagree or agree on that in the future. Is, like, I want to see a Ben Affleck Batman movie. I would like to see his version of a Batman movie. I would love to see his version of a Batman movie, in my opinion. I would love to see that. Because thing about, in my opinion, it's like I feel like in my opinion, it's like if the Matt Reeves Batman movie actually had competition with it, that could be a real good franchise. In my opinion, it could be a real good franchise. People probably can agree or disagree with that, but we all know about, if you don't agree with stuff or don't agree with it, but it's up to y'all. But it's up to people at the end of the day. And that just me and my opinion about that part, because we all know about um because we all know about just by being mad, everything like that. What's up? Wait a minute. Wait, he made some, oh shucks, wait a minute, he made some new ones. Okay. Okay. Since he made some new ones, I probably gotta, okay. If he made some new ones now, that'd be some good stuff, I think, for me to look at and for me to analyze too. What's up, dear? That that is you gonna be off on DC Fandome on Saturday, I think, on the 16th. That because then on the 16th I gonna be off on that date, and plus I gonna be live streaming the DC Fandome on this channel too. If y'all coming, uh, uh be, because like for last year I couldn't do it because shoot, I overslept. I overslept. By the time I woke up, half more than half the fandom was already done, and plus that fandom was so long, I fell asleep on it, and that was a bad thing. And that's my problem with that, and that's my fandom. What I think, in my opinion, was a bad thing dealing with that. The one for last year, it was long. And this year they did it like in parts, so like part one of DC, and part two. Part one lasts from this and that, and part two lasts that. I think, in my opinion. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot, I see these videos. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. Wait a minute. They got one for Peru. Wait a minute. I got to click on this. I got to click on. Oh shoot, man, this thing look good too. Hey, God, I like this video. Come on now, come on, please don't.
Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus.
Man, I ain't got no Disney Plus. Shoot, I think I already got it, but shoot, I think I already got the Disney Plus. But shucks, man. Disney Plus, man. I just get it during. I just get it during certain times. Wait a minute. I think I got it up. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Oh shucks. And the next one, share the screen. Wait a minute, where's that? Yep, right there, right there. And these one of the few channels that actually make good Transformer update videos. That's one of the few good channels that actually do it. Oh, I think that G1, right? That's the I think that's the G1 version of Optimus Prime. I think they're using or some kind of older truck. And that's Scourge. That's Scourge to be a Decepticon, like we learned from last one. I think he G1 or G2, but I'm not sure which one he is. Oh, these one look good, man. I like this. I like this. This movie's a promising right here, man. Because this movie looked more promising than the last three Michael Bay Transformers movies. G1, but the white stripes. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, I want to see an action scene this leak out one day, man. I'm sure. I just a live stream about this action scene. If it actually leak out, boy, I'll be good. Oh, yeah, damn, I like this. I like this though. That it seems like during the eclipse there might be an action fight scene like that. It could be coming. Everything it seems like to me. If the action scene come out, bro, I gotta. Oh, the action scene come up just when the videos be leaked out. I'll be good, bro. Yeah, this is that positive to me, man. Yeah, that's really good in my opinion, man. Wait a minute. Oh, I like that. I like the Scourge design though. I like the Scourge design. It looked good too. Oh man. Oh, the Rise of the Beast. So they got that one. Okay. After this one, I'm just trying to find that one as well. Because like in my opinion, man, this junk look good, man. This thing look good. And this give me a Transformers movie. It's like to me is that it's giving me a Transformers movie, but seeing like I just want to walk out questioning what happened. Seem like in my opinion. Because see like to me, but it kind of sound like that it kind of sound like to me that that some people might not come see this one because of the past Michael Bay movies. But you look at these updates and stuff like that. This this director seems like he cares about the fans and stuff like that, and that just me, in my opinion, about that part. because it kind of feel like to me is that they like he care about the fans, and some people might agree or might not agree, but that's just me in my opinion about that part. Because it kind of feel like to me that it kind of feel like to me it's gonna be good. Yep, yep. And this movie could give you like a real good update franchise. I think. Yep, and you sure right about that. This movie sure could do that, in my opinion. Ooh, the Giant Titans. They got giant. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Ooh, if they bring in like Optimus Prime brother in this movie, that could be a good thing. And that's one of the things I want to see. I want to see Optimus Prime brother. And and that's one of the things that I want to see is Optimus Prime brother come in. The Unicron, if Unicron come in, Unicron should come in the first movie, which I think could be like a bad idea to put him is put him in the first movie. But they could tease him, they could tease Unicron, sound like teasing, sound like the MCU just did Thanos or something like that. Tell us something, just show this and show that. Let's go. Oh, okay. Come on. Okay, okay. Ooh, come on. Oh, the Chucky show actually good? Wait a minute. No, no, no. I ain't watched it yet, but I might watch it, might not. I might watch that show. Ooh, okay. Ooh, ooh. I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see it. Oh shit. Uh. Ooh, ooh, boy. If this is true, ooh, this could be the prayer that we were waiting for. And this was all Paramount and Universal had to do is change the directors. And, and look how much goodwill and look how much detail that this big director put to the franchise scene. Like, and that's just my opinion about. Oh, be that my height for this movie is going up. My height for this movie is going up, in my opinion. My height for is going up, and plus the only thing I'm waiting for is the trailer for me to be able just to break down what's happening in the trailer because think about it, I won't play the sound, but the thing about it is like I just might make a big old reaction to it first, playing the sound and stuff like that on the channel first. Then it's just later on that week, just on days I live, um, I just live stream on it. I just break it down on the trailer. Just when the trailer come out, what happened and stuff like that. What I think happening, but that's just me. That, that's just me, in my opinion, about that part. Because we all know, based on movies, based on movies and shows stuff like that, that the general public just don't care about how hard you work on the movie. They just want to see trailers and plus shoot. He just want to see, how can I say this, movies. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. He made one on Unicron too. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I sure want to see this. I sure want to see this. And Del Zord, your channel, bruh. I like your channel. Because, like, from my opinion, based on trailers, based on updates, dealing with movies and stuff like that, that could be a good thing. Oh, 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Oh boy, this video going to be good. Seem like, man, I'd wait on the come on off these commercials that keep on doing. And this is the newest video that Zelzord just had just had did. Wait a minute. Shoot. Wait a minute. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Yay, yay. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I just go to his channel too and rank some of his too. Ooh. And Scourge might be a mercenary too. He might be a mercenary. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Ooh. That is a Predacon. It could be a Terracon too. Okay. All right. They need to tease Unicron to a point. I think in this movie, they need to tease him. If they're making some kind of rebrand, they need to tease Unicron. Because the one that won the last night wasn't too good. Shucks. Shucks. Man, I just like to see that though. Man, I just like to see that. It might be like a 15% chance. Thing.
Involved in making this video. I love your channel, bro. Keep it up. Good work, man. Have a good time. So those were Roman's points and some really great points of what he thinks could happen in
Okay.
Transformers Rise of the Beast. And first off, let's talk about Autobots dying in the movie. More specifically, Bumblebee dying. This is a rumor that has been going around for a while now, and it definitely seems like something that could happen.
Leave a like and plus subscribe to everybody if y'all new. If y'all looking at it just on the replay. Wait a minute. The Bumblebee movie now. I did not like Bumblebee in that movie. The movie was decent and good, but the thing is, like they made Bumblebee scared. Man, shoot, if they kill Bumblebee in this movie, that's a lot of money leaving that leaving the franchise the next movie. I think that people just might think I'm wrong on it, but that's what you cannot kill Bumblebee in none of these movies. You probably can injure him, but you can't kill him. You probably can shut him down or something like that for a movie or something like that. But you can't kill him, which I think, in my opinion.
There must be a reason why Noah gets pulled into this war between the Transformers. Maybe he has something they want.
Because think about it, we need to know why Terracons and Predacons is involved in it. But that's what in the trailer.
Predacons or Terracons hunting Noah to get their hands on the key. I could see that being the case. Finally, on to Roman's last point of Unicron making an appearance in Rise of the Beast. And I think that would be really awesome to see. Terracons being
yeah,
would be a really cool idea. And like Roman said, Scourge has ties to Unicron, so it would make sense.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is Scourge like the sound like the church on the Black Order that work under that Scourge to be like the under Black Order that work under Thanos. It could be similar to that. It's doing it like that though.
My three things that I think might happen in Transformers Rise of the Beast, and Roman's own thoughts on.
But it would look like they might be doing.
Let me know what you think. Do you like these ideas? And what three things do you want to see happen in the movie? Make sure you leave us a comment. Why not drop a like on this video? And until the next one, thanks for watching.
If you're not sub to Dezor channel, do it. Because he give good updates on Transformers, the Transformers movies, updates on Transformers overall, which I think, in my opinion, is a good thing.
Goodbye and the spam calls. Hello to a phone plan with built-in spam blocking.
And that is me, in my opinion, about that. That like I feel like in my opinion that they can't afford to kill Bumblebee right now. And that's oh, wait a minute. Scourge is a Terracon. Oh, yeah. He was a Terracon, killed Autobots. And wait a minute, he killed Autobots and Decepticons? Shoot, that sucker don't take no prisoners. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I go into his new video right now because I already done subbed to the channel already. This thing look cool, in my opinion. It look good. Let me see. Let me go to it. Share the screen. Right there. Right. That it looks good though. I like these I like the updates and stuff like that. And in this video by Lazio Vin. Lazio Vin. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I seen clips. I see somebody just sitting there. I think it's not there yet. Oh, wait a minute. I see Scourge. Huh. Wait a minute. I seen Scourge right there. Seeing like a it might be a scene they're doing. Okay, Optimus Prime. I see that. All right. Ooh, it's like a leap chase scene to me too. It's like a chase scene they're doing too, bro. Man, boy, that jump. Ooh, yes. Chase scene filming in Cusco, Peru. Okay, I like this, dog. I like this. So we finally see a scene that being a movie. Oh man, that's gonna be good, bro. That's gonna be good. Oh man, that's gonna look good, man. But the question is during this scene why he chasing him, and that's gonna be a thing. Okay, I like this. Woo, I like this, dog. That gonna look good too. This thing look good in my opinion, man. Shoot, man, that junk look good, man. It look good. This ain't look good in my opinion, man. I mean, that thing look good in my opinion, man. I like this though. I like this in my opinion though. I like it. Yeah, actually good. The I found I finally get to see a piece of a scene that's gonna be up in a new movie. It's gonna be good. That's gonna be good in my opinion, man. I'll get I get this movie could be A minus, and the lowest could be is a C minus. A C minus is just my low point, and then my high point is just an A minus to an A plus, and that's my high point for this movie, in my opinion. So like some people just might think I'm crazy for them, I'm crazy for that, but we all know that we need one of them high or low points, in my opinion, in a movie. Um, that's come in expecting the worst and come out with some high expectation when you think the movie better than that. That's just my opinion. Uh-oh. All 25 MCU movies. If I'm going to be ranking these movies, these gotta be some bad fans coming after me. You know what I'm saying? Come after me all you want to, but that's what when these movies come out, or some movies end up being bad or good, in my opinion, and for my sub opinions, that's what. Don't try to go after them or just be this in the comments. Just doing the replay. And push the movies coming up and loading up. Uh-oh. These gotta be some good or bad movies coming up. These is all the MCU movies that I came out. It got A, B, C, and F. Y'all can put y'all ratings down, what y'all think these movies could be for y'all ratings. Because think about it, it's so many MCU fans. They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad when I try to just try to be fair, but but I don't care though. But that's just my opinion about it. They got S, A, B, C, and F. Winter Soldier, it's an A. Yep. Ant-Man, the first one was decent, but I give it a C. But that's what I can see some MCU fans right now mad at some of these ratings, but because it is a fair assessment in my opinion. Let me see. Let me see. They got Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Iron Man 1 is the best one. Iron Man 1 could be an A. Yeah, I get that an A. Because S is kind of high, but I get that one an A. Oh, okay, okay. I'm about to say Captain Marvel. Yep, that's a F. Yep. That because that movie didn't even follow the how can I say the comic accurately. It didn't even try it, I think, in my opinion. It if they would have give like the male Captain Marvel some chance, I think, in my opinion, to be like in the movie, I think it's on that and actually make the movie good. Yeah. Shang-Chi is a B. Yep. Yep, I agree with that. To all the MCU fans who think it's wrong rating, that's what we is being fair. We is being fair to your franchise because for me, I'm Team DC. I am a DC fan because I'm a DC fan. I could put all those movies under F if I wanted to. But the thing about for me, it's like I'm a fan of both, and thing about, and plus I am actually fair to everybody. The first Captain America, um, could be a C. Yeah, the first Captain America was kind of boring. I give that one a C. It's not an F, but it's a C. And some people get me mad, bro. Captain America fans get me mad. Homecoming, oh yeah, I kind of like it, but yeah, the Homecoming movie, Spider-Man Homecoming, yeah, yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming. Ooh, these gotta make some people, boy. Should them MCU fans that's gonna be coming for us, especially especially Disney fans. Dis, Disney and MCU fans is rude, bro. I know this for sure. They is rude to a point. Man, that junk get on my nerves just about the MCU fans or just any fan base in general. Civil War, yeah, yeah, I like that movie. Civil War was actually one of the best in MCU movies. To today, it still is because that movie introduced Black Panther and Spider Man in the same movie. And plus, if you look at it, Black Panther and Spider Man was better in that movie than it was up in their own movie. It seemed like they had more power to do it and have more stuff to do. I think, you know, what it seemed like to me. But it's just me, in my opinion. Iron Man one. Wait a minute, no, 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 no. So this Iron Man two. No, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Now. Iron Man two ain't no A. Iron Man two is a B. Iron Man one is a A. No, Iron Man two, I get that a C though. Shoot, Shucks. I'm about to give that movie too high. Iron Man 1's an A, or it could be an S if I think it's an S, but it could be an A. Ant-Man the Walls, I give that one a C too. Shucks. It could be an F if I want it to be an F. But it's up to y'all. Up to y'all end of the day. Thor, I give that one a C. It's just an average MCU movie. Just an average MCU movie. Ultron. Oh yeah, boy. Oh, bruh, bruh. I know they would. I know they will too. And, and that's what when you try to counsel us. That's what that bring more eyes and views onto your channel and my channel. I think that's what I really don't care just about what them fanboys really think, but that's just me and my opinion. Me, me, because the thing about it, if you look at it, Disney don't listen to the fanboys and fangirls just by making a next movie. The they really listen to the people that criticize the movie and get better. In my opinion, that's just me. I mean, that's just me in my opinion. And time for me like that, it sound like in my opinion, I don't make live streams just start beef and stuff like that. Sound like other channels do and their fan base do. I think, in my opinion, they just try to make beef and stuff like that. Just over the smaller criticism you get in movies and stuff like that, which is wrong and bad, but they always do it though. Iron Man 3, I should put that under F. I should do it. Do y'all want me to do it? Iron Man 3? It could be a C though. The high is a C, but it could be an F based on the stuff that based on that thing, based on the management twist they did. I was mad at that. I put them to C. Ooh. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. On the Doctor Strange movie, that actually surprised me to be good. That actually surprised me, knowing what Disney could actually do a good magical base movie and people with powers. That movie was actually a good movie. That's one of the best MCU movies, I think, in my opinion. Black Widow's a C. Yep. And that was and that was one of the few MCU movies that I was actually hyped for. It's better than it's better than Captain Marvel. It's way better than that movie. But the thing about it, it tried to push an agenda during the movie. It tried to push an agenda. And me, and what I was saying to some, go buy the comics. Don't try to put your own agenda in the movie, which I think, in my opinion, that people do. People could agree or not agree, but that's what people doesn't. People doesn't, in my opinion. They put their own agendas in their stuff, which is the worst thing that you can do. Which I think, in my opinion, they do anyway. Yeah. Yep. And that is true. Because the thing about it, the Captain Marvel is like a good character. I like the older one, Miss Marvel. I like the older ones. Let me see. Ooh, Thor or the Dark World. I would call that not bad, but a C. But it could be F, but it's a C in my opinion. Just an average MCU movie. I think the Thor franchise got to be one of the most disrespected franchise besides the Hulk. It disrespected. Time for powers that he can do and given his story structure. It's kind of like a bad structured story dealing with the Thor franchise. But time for me, some people some people think it's bad though. Ooh, they got the Hawk. Okay, I actually like Edwin Norton Hawk. I like that Hawk movie. It's better than Iron Man 3, better than most some movies down here. I get that one a B. I get that one a B though. The Hawk movie with Edwin Norton. I get that one a B. And watch some people just get mad at me up in the comments. Yep, yep. I'll both will take the same thing. But the thing, in my opinion, Thompson, where is Mark Ruffalo Hawk movie? Because I want to see his version of the Hawk movie. Because if you look at it, the MCU is leading towards Master Hawk. I think, in my opinion, uh, sound like David Banner and the Hawk combined together and be like one thing. Seems like the same to me. The leading to, and put they bring in Kamala Khan, and put they might bring in Silk, everything like that. But that's just my opinion about that, though. Ooh, Spider-Man: Far From Home is a C. I like how both of them, but the thing about that movie that bothered me, but he gave up the glasses. Why in the world would you give up the glasses? That one of the dumbest thing, and that still bugs me to this day. Why? Oh yeah, the deep. Oh yeah, Lost of Rage in a Dark Place. Okay, wait a minute. The Avengers movie is I get that one an S because I feel like the oh so you got an A, I got an S. That average out to an S. Thor Ragnarok F. That's an F. Forget it. I I'm sick of being nice to the Thor franchise. It's an F. F. They messed it up. Wait a minute. Guardian of the Galaxy. I get that one a B. No, wait a minute. The first one, the ending kill it. I get that one a C. Guardian of the Galaxy 2. I get that one a B. Okay. Okay, decent good company. Yep. It, it gonna be some Thor fans who gonna come forward and some he just don't know what he talking about time for Thor franchise. Really? Be, because the thing about for me, right, is like you can't defend that movie. You can't really defend that bad movie. That's a bad over. That's an over the top movie, man. That movie too over the top, just with too many jokes, in my opinion. It was funny, but it had too many jokes at the same time. I think, in my opinion, Black Panther. So I like Chadwick. I get that one an A. Oh, shucks, shucks. Oh man. Oh boy, they gotta be some. Yeah, Fantasy Wars S. I give that one a S. And Endgame is an S too, because I like on both of them. Oh, they gotta be some. Okay, S. Then let's go through the list. These gonna be some mad people on the internet, but that's what I don't care. That's the internet. Uh, the F is Captain Marvel, bad movie. If y'all try to defend this movie, if they try to defend that Captain Marvel movie should be an F, then y'all better put it up in the comment section on the replay, telling me why, tell telling me why you think this movie is not an F. Please tell me in the comments the reason why you think that. Because that's where you go by the origin that everything else like this throughout that Captain Marvel movie. It's an F movie. It's an F. And this y'all put the agenda in the movie too, and downplaying everybody's stuff for her. But I don't like that. Okay, the other F movie, Thor Ragnarok. They made a joke out of destroying. How can I say? They made a joke of of the destroying Asgard. How in the world do a director go in go up in some kind of director chair, making a movie, saying make a joke just while you destroying right Asgard? How how do this happen? Because we all know, because you, me, and everybody know that movie that this movie shouldn't be a joke. That the only serious part I see through that movie just was certain parts of the Coliseum. This and plus my other thing I don't get. How do Thor get captured by some net that is by some kind of electricity? You is a god of thunder. How in the world do you do that? How you get catch doing that movie? Bruce Banner, I understand him getting catch because that's what he healing. He's not a god of thunder worth a boop anyway. And Hawk to capture him, so you got a whole lot of people anyway. And Disney had done him down anyway. He was getting caught anyway. The Hawk. But that's what Thor, the god of thunder, he should even have just got caught throughout that movie, I think, in my opinion. He should have been there just to explore the planets and stuff like that. The reason why he there and stuff like that, find his purpose, save the planet. That's it. Good. But that's what we all know that that's not Disney did. Because we all know that Disney is crazy. Yep, and it didn't fit the character because the Joker movie tone fits the character. And the thing about for me right there, they're making Thor too much of a joke, and Chris Hemsworth like that. I think they say, but which is done. For C, D is this movie that is kind of good, average, just just your average good movie. You sit down one day and you want to look at a movie. This is MCU. These some of the good ones right here. That's some of the good average movies you look at. Ant-Man, a comedy movie. Scott Lang, that is played by Paul Rudd. In case y'all don't know who played Ant-Man in this one, it's Paul Rudd. And plus Captain America, First Avenger, Chris Evans, who played the Human Torch, up in Fantastic Four, which I did like the first Fantastic Four. I did like that one. I thought the old one back in the day, the one with Jessica Alba and stuff playing, and plus I like her just that visible in Sue Storm. I like her as well. And yeah, I hate that jump because we all know is that Thor is not a joke, and he would say jokey stuff, but that's what he does. Be serious with it. He wouldn't be trying to make jokes and stuff like that. In my opinion, sound like Iron Man 2, a good fun movie for me to look at. It's a good fun movie. Um, and plus Ant Man the Wasp, more of the same, more of the same average. They're just average good movie. You look at it one day. And Thor movie, the first part of the movie was good of the Thor franchise, but then after that, it been some kind of like for him just trying to do stuff. I think and stuff like that throughout that movie. It was kind of boring for a while. Towards the end, when he started fighting everything, he find that big old robot guardian, which was Loki was still was evil in that movie, and Loki now is gonna be an anti-hero, I think, throughout the MCU. But that's just me, in my opinion, about that. And plus the Ultron movie, the Avengers Ultron. I would never, I, I just would never see that. In my opinion, it's like a robot play better than Captain Marvel, act better than Captain Marvel in her movie. Cause think about it, the Avengers was doing this movie, and plus the Hulk, Iron Man, and plus if you saw Ultron, Age of Ultron stuff like that, then you will know that they introduced Quicksilver and Wanda. If y'all look at that movie, the Age of Ultron, the Avengers, Age of Ultron, and there was the Avengers villains for a while, and plus this Alicia Carr in this movie, and he had mentioned Wakanda, which was teased in this movie as well, and there was a good average good beat 'em up beat 'em up villain that was good in my opinion. Mm, But they could have made Ultron a running villain throughout the MCU, but they didn't. They just kill them all. Something like the MCU usually do, but they do it. And plus, Iron Man 3. I did the Iron Man 3 movie was good. It was a face off between the Mandarin and his moves that he was doing, and plus the other one, Iron Man. Iron Man, Iron Man Mandarin. Those was the two I didn't like. I liked him. I liked him in this movie. The voice, he sounded intimidating. And when you look behind him, I say, really? An actor? I say that was dumb. Okay. Okay, I'll see you later then. And plus, my next one that I got to explain is Thor: The Dark World. I like the elves as villains. That's not my problem. My problem is my problem is like they did them wrong. I think, in my opinion, they would make structure a more structured story. I think, in my opinion, it would have been better. That just me, in my opinion, about that. Sound like Far Far From Home. I like it, but the thing about Far Far From Home, how do you let Mysterio trick you into giving your stuff? Which I think, in my opinion. And for the other one, Guard of the Galaxies 1. The ending killed it for me. I did not like the ending. The ending for me was, how can I say, crazy. And kind of like, for me, right, in my opinion, stuff like that, in my opinion, like Guardian of the Galaxy was a good, fun movie. And but the movie could have been a B movie. It would have been a B movie if it wasn't for the ending. Because this is me, right? Um, why is you why is you making a dance move out of that junk? I think, in my opinion, which is dumb. Which I think is dumb. I think, in my opinion, and some people might not like it, but they're just me. Is it just me, in my opinion, or something else? That's just me. And for the B movie, okay, this is a fairly new movie. This is a fairly new movie. Um, that's a fairly new movie. That's a fairly new movie. I think, in my opinion, that's a fairly new movie. That Shang-Chi, that movie actually surprised me. And kind of like, for me, the movie had action, good action to it. It was kind of funny. The jokes was good. The story structure was good, in my opinion. But the ending I didn't like. And kind of like, for me, right, in my opinion. And kind of like, for me, in my opinion, and stuff like that, and other stuff, which I do like about the Shang-Chi movie, the Shang-Chi movie, the Shang-Chi movie, which I feel like is a good movie. The Shang-Chi movie, which I feel like, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad, it could be everything in between, which I think, in my opinion, could be. And kind of like, for me, right, in my opinion, the Spider-Man movie Homecoming, that was actually a good first introduction movie to Spider-Man. The first Homecoming movie the second one's good, but kind of like first one better than the second one. But they kind of like even out in the playing field. But the thing, in my opinion, I still like the Homecoming better than Far From Home. But thing about I like out both movies though. And put the Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is is better than the 2003 one, but the one for 2003 one seems like it's more accurate to the Hulk behavior. I think, if you look at it as a raging monster, if you look at the Hulk character and stuff like that, as a Hulk character itself, the 2003 Hulk seemed like it fits the character mode. But this Incredible Hulk seemed like that he kind of like control it and aim it towards something and give it purpose, which I think, in my opinion, is a good thing. The Incredible Hulk movie. I think my opinion could be good. Could be good, could be bad. But that just me. That just me in my opinion. And for the other one, Guardian of the Galaxy value two. Let me see. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Two. You look at Volume Two, it's much more serious. It had more stakes. The villain was good, and for this villain they didn't kill Ego with the planet. I think it's all of that. I think that for me, it's a good thing. It could be a good or a bad thing for some people. But that's what under A. But other movies I like. I like I like Captain America Winter Soldier. Hey, these are excellent movies coming. These are excellent movies, which I think, in my opinion, is excellent movies. Me, me, and plus my subs that been here doing movies. They do the rankings and stuff like that. Some of these my rankings, some of them theirs. But the thing about it, most of us agree on them though most of the time. So like Captain America Winter Soldier, it was a spy movie. Captain America and just ain't one of more secrets. The how can I say this? Um he saw the Winter Soldier bus onto the scene. Sebastian Stan, Samuel Jackson was tight in this movie. Willow was tight in this movie. Chris Evans was a beast in this movie. He was better. He was better in this one than he was in the first one. He was good in the first one, but he's better in this one, which we should be doing a progression doing the movies, which I think in my opinion could be better. Iron Man one. Iron Man one seemed like it sounded like they're close to the character that's in the comic to this movie. It could be a good thing. I think in my opinion, it's a good thing in my opinion. Like some people might like it, some people don't. But that just me in my opinion about that. The Iron Man movie is one of the best MCU movies to date. It puts it still like in the top four, top 10 movies. It's a top 10 movie. The other one, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a fairly new character introduced on screen live action for the first time. Good movie. Real good movie. Because this character movie actually surprised me, and kind of like for me, right, in my opinion, um, kind of like for me, in my opinion, on stuff like that, it's like I feel like certain characters be good, some characters be bad. But that's what, in my opinion, it could be a real good thing. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, about the whole thing, it's like Black Panther. The Black Panther movie is a A. It's one of the best movies. It's one of the best movies in the MCU. The cast was good. The cast was all star cast. The cast was good. Everything else like that. In my opinion, the cast was real good. But the thing about my opinion about just for the new Black Panther movie is like they need to recast for a new Black Panther because the Black Panther story is not finished being told. Because we got the X Men coming, we got the Fantastic Four coming, we got the Silver Surfer coming, we got we got Neymar coming. All these good characters coming. We need another Black Panther. I like Chadwick Boseman. I'm I'm sad that he died, everything like that. But that's what, in my opinion, I think we waited long enough, and we need to move on with the story. And not even Chadwick just would want this to happen because think about it, it is like I think Chadwick would not want his character to just be the only person that be able to play Black Panther, in my opinion. He wouldn't want that. That's just me, in my opinion, about that. And that does to me how I feel about the whole situation and stuff like that about Black Panther. Just recast the part. Because the thing about me, right, is like if you can recast War Machine, you can recast certain characters in Thor that plays Thor friends. If you can do that, then you can recast Black Panther. I think, in my opinion, you could. I have faith in Marvel like that. But thing about for me, I probably shouldn't. Now for S, now these the real good ones. Now these the real good movies right here, which I like. It's real good. I think, in my opinion. Um, First one, Civil War. Civil War. Tony versus Captain America. Me, I would choose Captain America's side because thing about it, shoot, now I'm not about to put my identity. I, I'm not about to put my superhero name up in the government system. That's what that's what they want me. They gotta have to show them themselves. And Thor is way too much of running MCU joke. Yep. And plus, we all know is Thor is one of the most powerful characters in the MCU. And plus, doing that movie, I noticed that I noticed that that Thor and Hawk wasn't up in this movie. And doing that movie, shoot now, just now, I still got questions about that because we know Thor's Avenger, and we know that Hawk is Avenger, and why wasn't those two in the movie? Which I think, in my opinion, would have been cool to see. What side, what side Tony would pick, and what side Hawk would pick, and what side Thor would pick, in my opinion. Because like knowing Thor, he probably picked Captain America's side, just knowing that that's just he just like do things just on his terms, which I think, in my opinion, he does. And Incredible Hulk might have picked Tony's side. I think in my opinion, they might have did. He might do because we know that that Bruce Banner is some kind of peaceful. It's a peaceful person. I think, in my opinion, he is. And that's just my opinion about that. What side he will pick. And the other one, the Avengers, the first Avengers movie. That's one of the most. That's a good movie. The Avengers one movie is one of the most iconic movie in history. I think, in my opinion. Besides Black Panther, that was a mark or something. I think, in my opinion, to make $1 billion. Just for a black movie, just make $1 billion. Black Panther did it and made history. But the Avengers movies, they're just having a good story. They're just having a good story behind it. A good story, a um good cast, good story, good cast, everything like that. In my opinion, is good. And that is me, in my opinion. That. And that's just me, in my opinion, about that one. It and for that circle scene in Avengers, everything like that, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Hawk, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man, and just for America, just that call formations, boy, I was hyped doing that scene, man. And plus the other one, Avengers: Infinity War. Boy, these movies trailers is this. The movie is good. It's an excellent movie, but the trailers that was deceptive to certain parts because I thought for some parts I would see, but I didn't see it. And plus, my last one is Captain Endgame. Avengers Endgame. And Avengers Endgame and Infinity War is good, I think, in my opinion. Sound like some people just might think I'm wrong, some people might think I'm right. But that's what time for me is like. I do think I'm right, and that is me and my opinion about that part. And inside that me, that some that is my list. If y'all got different lists, then y'all can put it down below. If y'all got a different list, that just where I feel like it's saying like a good list, a good fair list in my opinion. Because like for me, right, I just might post this list on Twitter just to see if we get good. Kind of stuff like that. Yeah, I feel it kind of for me could be good or bad, but time for me it could be good. And kind of for me, in my opinion about the whole list thing, kind of like for me, in my opinion, I do actually think it's a good list. I think it's a fair list. Um, but for everybody, I got me going now, y'all. And plus, I see y'all later. I will see y'all later, y'all. I will see y'all later, y'all, and see y'all next stream.